Hello and welcome back to the show. Dan, how's the Clash Royale game going?
What are you talking about?
What is... He's playing Clash Royale over there. So we have Immortals coming up versus FON... What are they called again? FakeOut Nation.
FakeOut Nation.
FakeOut Nation.
Previously they had a different name, but no more.
Yeah, that's why I struggle to recall, because their previous name was Sofa King...
Yeah.
Something or other.
Sofa King.
Good. Oh, that's the one. Right then, let's see how good they are. They're back on their own map, which is Cash, their home map, if you will. I don't know if it's a home map. I'm going to say it is, because they've picked it again versus Immortals. And this time, FakeOut Nation are going to be starting on the T side.
It's a draw, by the way.
So now, we can see what they're made of. I didn't know you could have draws in that game. I've never played that game. I'll never play that game. I don't understand the premise of the game or anything about that. Immortals playing a retake over towards A. And again, SK famously used the Bardolph strat. I think it was at the major. At a major rather than the major, since there's more than one.
Well, it would have been...
the Olaf Meister almost thwarted their plans by going for an instant flank through mid.
It would have been Columbus.
Ah, yes.
Columbus.
Unfortunately, we were not commentating, so we could not call out the Bardolph strat. Well, FakeOut Nation have made their way towards Squeaky, seen that nobody's there, and now they're heading towards B. Which is interesting.
It's so quiet. I love the ambient sounds. Wish there were more of them. Bit of a grenade. Connection on too quick.
Bits of a grenade.
Bit of a grenade. Not the entire grenade, but just partial grenade, James. Shut the hell up. We've got the push coming in, and Lucas, Zeus, everybody's having some fun.
Is that... that's a USP with the silencer taken off. Which is interesting. All it does is make it inaccurate. It increases the inaccuracy of the gun by taking the silencer off. Because there's more kick, there's more recoil.
Well, sometimes, you know, when you're so good, you just want to take the silencer off, just humble yourself.
Actually...
Feel like you're on the same page as everyone else around you.
The recoil on a... the kick on an AK-47, like a real-life one, is massive. I found it easier to control an M249 than I found it to control an AK-47. How crazy is that? In fairness, I had the legs down on the M249. The legs were on the table, but I was standing. But it was easier to control an M249 than it was to control an AK-47. Moving swiftly on, FakeOut Nation moving over towards the A side after a failed pistol. They've gone for the force buy, and felps is going to make it look easy. 2 kills for him with the MP9. boltz coming in as well for 2 more of his own. And there will be no bomb plant in this round.
2 fast ones. This one probably will promise to be even quicker than the last couple rounds, because there is just nothing going for FakeOut Nation. I mean, in this kind of situation, there's no real need for Immortals to push. FakeOut Nation don't get anything from just sitting around. So you just want to try to... I mean, they got a couple flashes. Get a couple of pop flash setups in there. Maybe you can get a bomb plant. That's really the goal in rounds like this. On B, though, it's going to be very difficult to get the bomb plant unless you kill all the CTs, of course. So I don't know how they're going to do that. We'll have to see if they can pull out something here. Lots of spray damage coming in. Ooh, a nice close range frag, but the cavalry have arrived. And the cavalry will decimate the intruders.
Well,
be gone.
They've been run over by the horses, but now it's time to stand up once again. Now it's time for the Phoenix to rise from the flames. It is time for other things, miracles to happen. For
there to be resurgence, like
it's
our economy, James.
It's time to drink
in the UK.
Dan, it's time to drink the sewage water from the watery statue in the church.
I don't want to do that though. How is that anything like the Phoenix rising from the ash? I don't.
You know, because people say they're like, you know, oh, there's a miracle. This statue's crying and stuff. They're like, no, it's sewage, mate. It's sewage.
Oh, okay. I'm with you now.
So felps has made his way into a main, but he may make his way, he may not make his way out. He goes from 8 HP to 5. So he makes an escape, gives his gun to his teammate, and takes a lesser weapon. Very smart stuff. If he drops something, there's not much for Fake Nation to pick up, although they do have 5 AKs anyway, so there we go. But his teammate has more ability to take duels as well with FakeOut Nation players due to his increased HP. Henny with an angle you don't see every day, although he's forced to look away for potential flashbangs. And now he's going to be in a situation where it might be hard to not get traded, but when only one person's making his way towards mid, Shotgun coming in, Typhoon's going to go down as well. Taking a lot of damage from his teammate, actually. CJB will fall, and still little response here from FakeOut Nation. Finally, boltz will get taken down, and so will Lucas. One man on both sides, but I think there might be an assumption that the site's empty. Zeus shows that it isn't. Now we have felps, 5 HP, moving down short. That's the money play for lowrider, but this is awkward. If he misses his AWP shot, then felps can take him down with the UMP. He knows he's on the left. No! It's a blind spot. Oh, so much potential from lowrider, but he didn't see felps creeping down mid.
Man,
down short.
Felps
down
must have seen
highway.
So much barrel of that gun. He must have seen all the barrel.
All the barrel in the world.
All the barrel.
Nothing but barrel. Do a barrel roll.
I knew you get some. I was thinking of going there. I wasn't going to do it there, but you did. You went there.
I did. FakeOut Nation, 0-4 at the moment. They had a hard time on over 2 maps versus SK. If you didn't see that earlier, starting on the CT half though, they was down to SK to oppose their will. But now it's FakeOut Nation's opportunity, and IMMORTALS not really giving it to them at the moment. Zeus has to be careful with the position he chooses. He's the only person over towards B. And if they move in the numbers, surely they will trade. Surely. 3 more to find, make it 2, make it 1. Zeus has no intention of losing that AWP anytime soon.
That was pretty nice, actually,
nice.
after that first missed shot. I have a feeling that IMMORTALS, unlike SK, will get it. Will be much happier to get a bit crazy a lot sooner than SK did, because SK did show a much more kind of traditional, disciplined sort of approach, as if FakeOut Nation to them were any other top level team that they would be playing in the league. It didn't really tend. I mean, they didn't start to get crazy until this, I guess the second half of Cash, the second half of the last map, when we really saw them kind of just taking liberties. So I feel like IMMORTALS, we could just see a bit of madness from them, which could be quite fun. Ooh, and
bit of madness.
Kicking things off with a pick over the boost. Ooh, Lucas is in there as well. We're getting a lot of fast action here. I have to say, it feels faster pace than the matchup against SK.
Yeah, and this faster pace doesn't really appear to be helping FakeOut Nation at present. Holt getting tagged down to 51 through the wall. And felps will finish things off there. The door of opportunity will be closed towards the A site at the very least. Typhoon backing up. Quick over towards B, looking for an opening, but he has to creep into an angle, which Lucas is not holding, actually. Although he will pop out at the perfect time, and Quick will be eliminated. Leaving Typhoon alone, has a look at his gun as he falls to the floor for the last time in that round.
Yeah, FakeOut Nation really feeling the wrath of Brazil. Have to play SK and then now IMMORTALS. Sad times. And of course, they're quite an aggressive team, can IMMORTALS be. So it's going to be fun to see how that develops in this series. We've got double ults for them now. Hopefully we get to see some cool stuff from Henny, his flicking shenanigans, that fast firing rates, as Thorin refers to him as being very good at.
So Henry's just watching the cross. This is similar to an angle that Flusher holds. His team will be aware that Highway will be exposed with this kind of setup, and he will concentrate on players moving towards the vent, although that's not normally what happens. Henny getting taken down, looking very easy there for Holt. Good start for the North American, but it's about how you finish, not how you start. And let's look at Zeus's position, actually. He has moved into Sunroom, and he can cover vents from here as well, which means that B bomb site can be abandoned by the rest of IMMORTALS, and they can concentrate their forces elsewhere. They can bolster, reposition elsewhere, other positions. 4 players in mid. Lovely flash coming in, and boltz gets one for free.
Love a little freebie there. Just sitting in mid, FakeOut Nation, looking to find opportunity, but without anybody in B storage. The problem is if they decide to go to B storage, which actually looks like they're going in now, the problem would have actually been the fact that there is a player very deep there, because they just had it's not been checked for so long. And that's the case also towards Team A in many ways, because you've got felps just sitting here behind the smoke. Very bold position. Look at this. That is just savage. He knows the other player's there. He had the info. Just outplaying FakeOut Nation on both sides of the map. They didn't really have any options there. It almost looked like, at least we've got mid guys, but at the same time, because they had no presence on either A or B storage or Team main or anything like that, they just don't have the safety of knowing what's going on there. Moving into the unknown.
Yeah, seems like they had mid, but then didn't know what to do with it in that situation. Perhaps against lesser teams, CTs will overextend, poke into mid, see what's going on, try to retake it or something. But Immortals, I mean, they did poke back into mid, but with a nicely timed flash, and there was no answer from FakeOut Nation. But again, that's a learning process, something they can gain from at a later date. Now again, if Zeus continues here and puts himself back in his original spot, then his team can rotate, and in fact they are. Lucas already moving his way over towards the A site, so nice reads coming in here for FakeOut Nation. Preemptive Molotovs and HE grenades to try and stop this push or slow it down or hamper it, harm it. Take the legs off this run into the A site.
Good position from felps. Oh, good old MBK. The 3-man takedown, and usually if you put the smoke there, you've got to pop flash through it. At the very least, that's a basic approach that you need to have. Sometimes
these days, the CTs, because last time I mentioned that actually it was a CT, which I didn't spot, had put the smoke down in that position. But nice even, I mean, if there's a smoke there, you can't run through the smoke.
You have to pop flash.
You have to flash. You have to.
Yeah, we saw this problem arise a lot actually in North American Counter-Strike for quite a while. Actually, it was a very prevalent thing that people were just missing for a while. Although those days feel like they are long past, I think.
I like the smoke from Zeus. That is a very baity smoke. We see these kind of pushes from Fox, but not with a baity smoke like that. And Quick's just not quick enough to respond to Zeus's push. Not even a bullet fired.
Yeah, Zeus is seemingly playing quite nicely here so far, very comfortable. Zeus is full of surprises, I think, because it's hard to know what to expect from him. He's a manager. Oh, we're going to miss that shot onto Holt. Holt, who had the Deagle shenanigans for days against SK. Looks like there is a bit of a take going on here. A bit of a take, James, onto that B-bomb site.
A bit of this, a bit of that.
A bit of this.
With a little bit of luck, we can make it through the night, as DJ Luck and MC Neat said.
That's exactly where I was going with that. And felps, he's going to make it toward B. There's the first man dead. 2 more to find. Pop flash through, bait out some shots, get some info. Flicking around. Headshot, he's occupied. He's looking for that peek. Oh, not going to happen.
Going for the pre-fire.
Locking it down.
Well, FakeOut Nation get their first round on the board, but look at their money. They're going to have a far inferior buy compared to Immortals. Let's see if they get 4 AKs out around this AWP. There's one on the floor. Nope, there's going to be a Galil. And we have double AWPs and whatever they want on the side of the Immortals in response to this, because they've had 8 rounds in a row, so they have built up some money. Zeus changing up his shenanigans. CJB with a cheeky jump peek, which manages to pay off. Zeus fired his shot first as well, so I don't know how he didn't manage to get a kill there. But that's a desperate situation when you've got a jump peek to take a duel. But it's worked out for them, so they need to capitalize on this. CJB with nice timing while blind. Just waits a second for the peek to come in, that common peak timing, and it pays off. Henny getting naded down as well. This round looks good so far for FakeOut Nation.
It's looking indeed quite good. Ooh. There is a very important pick, not even a frag made by Lucas. Okay, it is Henny after all, and felps, both very incredibly strong players. But what can you expect from them in this position? 3 flashes to work with. It would have to be an overextension from FakeOut Nation to be able to lose this round, because Immortals would have to take very deep and committed angles to get the picks required to make it work. And there's just too many bodies to stop this. And this is this is a problem. And he might lose this AWP if he's not careful. Players on all sides. This is what he does though. Oh, he misses that shot on CJB.
I think he shot CJB through the wall on the first attempt. Yeah,
I think so.
I think so. I saw CJB flashing red from Henny's perspective, which would mean that he took some damage. And Henny, I think, tries to shoot him through the wall, so that's pretty sick stuff. But there we go, FakeOut Nation going to drain the money of Immortals once this buy has come in. They've gone from 2 AWPs to no AWPs on the CT side. The Brazilians back on the buy with 5 M4s on this occasion. Maybe they'll see some more aggression, although CJB's success in the previous round may stop that. Quick, moving quickly into the middle area. Henny caught out in no man's land and no response. Zeus shot straight in the face as well. This is good for FakeOut Nation. They can get some momentum going here, build some money, and take some rounds. But Quick running towards the B site. He's the front man with a nade in his hand. What is he doing?
Oh, it's happening again. Another 2 versus 4 here on a retake B situation for Immortals. And are they going to decide to go for it? How many rounds? Okay, this will be their second loss in a row, right? So they won't have any money.
I think this might be their third loss in a row.
Or
actually.
third one.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they won't have any money really. Okay, wait. They will have $2,900 in addition to what is there. So pretty much they will not be able to properly buy. So at least 2 or 3 will not be able to. So I'm curious as to what their decision will be there. If they just go for the eco or how they will manage it. boltz has a mission to get some damage in. If he can actually save this rifle, they might actually be able to do something in the next round, but he will not be able to do so, and that will mean that Immortals, as you can see, their money's a little bit weird. By weird, I mean it sucks. By
It's an eco, really.
It sucks. Straight up eco. Getting that goodbye on the next round. So FakeOut Nation, for them, this feels like they're in a game, as opposed to against SK, where SK well and truly had shut them down the entire entirety of both maps.
Anyway, all right. Let's see what Immortals can do with these pistols. We've got a push coming through Squeaky Door. Passive positions being held towards A. You see Typhoon near the van, behind the van. In fact, oh no, he's on the van. He's on the van. Sometimes you see a boost over here looking towards the highway box, which is right there, but not on this occasion. Now the push continues. Is Typhoon going to be repaired for us? He is. Felps gets taken down. Bomb collected. Now what is the play from FakeOut Nation? There's 2 plays left for Immortals. And they're starting to move in towards the B bomb site. And Holt doesn't really want to hold that angle when he doesn't have any HP. Down goes his teammate. boltz is the last man standing though, so surely this would be quite the absurd round. Wild shooting through the smoke. And he's going to take a different approach. See if you can get some more damage in, perhaps. Which you probably can. I don't know why he chose to jump over that, because it's clearly going to make a sound and give his position away for all of 1 second. So
now they know where he's coming. Maybe that was the plan.
So he wants to save his deagle and armor. Maybe there's a weapon somewhere for him to find that he's looking for.
Well, I mean, they're buying next round as well, so I mean,
AKs are always good.
Yeah, but is there one for him to pick up?
I don't know. I mean, 2 people are dead, but he's literally just hiding and saving his Kevlar.
Yeah.
So I mean, that does save him $650. The deagle, not so relevant.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, there's obviously spots there maybe to try to find exits, or maybe he felt like they were too well set up and it was too much of a low percentage play, which I can definitely respect as well, because you do save money doing this, as you mentioned, which means more nades, more options. Maybe you can drop something for a teammate, potentially. Anyway, we'll see now Immortals a mere 4 rounds ahead of FakeOut Nation. FakeOut Nation, can they convert a few more? Henny's already tagged. He got legged there, I believe. Although Holt is dead. Sad reality for FakeOut Nation.
So lowrider's been boosted, and quick as ever towards the B bomb site for the time being, where Lucas this time is holding on his own and Zeus has rotated elsewhere. 3 plays in mid for Immortals. I'm still marveling at that 0-3-2 setup that we saw from SK in the previous map, and the difference, Zeus standing looking through the vent, but you have to be crouching there. Very patient spray there, nice burst at the end, and good, perfect timing as well. Teammate throws that pop flash in to make his exit safe, and it's even better that he just openly shot the vent to get the attention of anyone who's there in the first place. So nice stuff by Immortals, also showing attention to detail. Almost a 2-man spray down. CJB tries to trade, but Henny is ready and waiting. Great coordination from Immortals in that round.
And that's an important one to win just straight away. Not allowing a FakeOut Nation to build anything, because they would be on eco if they were to lose that round. Again, Immortals, which would potentially get FakeOut Nation almost up to 6. Or in theory should get them up to 6. So that's kind of a big difference, because now Immortals stand to have a much better chance to make the 10-5 or 11-4. So it's going to be a question as to whether they can do that or not. You don't want to entertain FakeOut Nation's ability to steal away a map from you. And lowrider is going to be in with a fast headshot there through middle. But this is not going the way of FakeOut Nation here. They are getting kind of shut down. They have to go for a desperate B play. Ooh, the rotation's away from B now, but now they realize.
Yeah, but FakeOut Nation they're drawing CTs towards them, but they're not moving really quickly into the site. And now there are going to be more CTs to deal with. Lucas takes down quick, and now there are more players in position. Henny almost never misses any shot in his entire life. And that's a round for Immortal. So it's almost as if FakeOut Nation are second-guessing themselves, or they're just hesitant. But if you hesitate, you die.
It's always sad to see that, actually, when you have a team that's like, we have put ourselves in the perfect position, and then they just don't attack, and they just wait. And it allows the other team to figure it out, to rotate, and then all of a sudden, what was a very favorable spot, they missed that window. They missed the window where they could be something greater. Instead, they settle with mediocrity.
Mediocrity.
And in most cases, losing around. So, Henny's still working middle with that AWP. Zeus over the smoke as well. Ooh, Holt will get tagged by Mr. Henny. So just trying to work that middle at the moment, FakeOut Nation. It would be good to see them trying, you know, Waller smokes play. I mean, because Henny so far has been in middle quite often. So try to move him out of position. Try to force him around the map with grenades instead of just kind of challenging into it.
Yeah, I would like to see a variation to their smokes in mid as well, because you've seen that Immortals have been playing around their wall of smokes and getting kills in return. But if you smoked off highway box and connector instead, there'd be less places to hide and get close. Nice kills coming in here from FakeOut Nation. They've got a man advantage now, but again, they don't have the bodies to split the A site. They're all in mid, with one person running distraction towards B. He's not going to pull a rotation though. Still two players with a crossfire towards A. This is where you really need that lurker in main to help open up the site. Night Typhoon's going in the back. 25 seconds. Lowrider gets taken down. That's the bomb as well. There's a trade, but there's still a player on the site, and he's moving towards main.
It's looking good here from Lucas. Very important frag there. Now Typhoon's alone, and he has to plant the bomb. This is the problem. He has to get on the bomb plant, and as soon as he starts punching in those buttons, he's a dead man. This is the sound. This is the death rattle. The beeps. Or maybe it's not. He's able to get off the bomb in time to pull out a one-on-one, but Lucas will be able to decapitate Typhoon, unfortunately for him and FakeOut Nation, for the completion of the 11-4 half for Immortals against the FakeOut Nation.
Right then, 4 rounds in the first half of their pick. And that was their chance to impose their will on Immortals, although Immortals pretty much ran the show there. So many pushes from Zeus, who he disabled the full force push from FakeOut Nation in many rounds. So you could say in some respects they weren't allowed to do what they wanted to do, and now they're going to be on the defensive. Perhaps things can only get worse from here.
What's the next map supposed to be again? Let us question the producer.
Next map. Oh yes, it's Cobblers.
Cobobulous.
Cobobulous is the next map, the final map, in this best of 2 series. Right then, Immortals on the T-pistol, 4 Kevlars, and Henny with a smoke and 2 flashes. And we haven't abandoned a bomb site, and Immortals, they've got loads of decoys all over the place. Henny is in an interesting position towards B, and it looks like they might be going for Bardolph strat, but there are players on highway, but they're moving away now. Henny gets taken down. That's going to draw players away. They're confused, but it seems like maybe they've seen the players moving into A, and indeed the plant is going to come down. 5 versus 4 retake.
Yeah, it's nice to see that execution style pop from Lowrider. He's not going to be done there. He gets himself the second one. Zeus comes in. Oh, that is devastating quick. Gets headshot at range down to 8. A mere 8. He's going to rejoin his teammates real quick. Has it as Zeus hot on his heels. Zeus will fall, and that's it. The lineup has been neutralized. Can they get onto the bomb now? Yes, they can.
Fake out, boys. Let's go.
But Immortals, will they force buy? Will they get it in there? No. No, they won't. Well, they do it. Obviously, they can. If they save here, they get the AKs in the next round. But it's always interesting to see from a team that's because there's 2 philosophies. Either you're like, okay, well, when we have the AKs out, we will absolutely maul them, we will destroy them. But also there's the philosophy like, we don't want to play any rounds where we don't have guns in our hands because we just feel like we're so much better than them individually that we can just win those situations anyway. Or we can convert on damage so much that it will just pay off anyway. So those are 2 schools of thought there. They've gone for the former. Get the AKs in. And I love the AKs on 3rd rounds on this map for the T's. It's so strong over the top and middle. If you go for a fast middle play.
Ding dong. CJB will make his exit from mid. And Immortals will take it in kind. But what can they do with this? They have no grenades. They've got loads of P250s. And they haven't killed anyone yet. So there are no significant advantages. Henny will be the sacrificial lamb towards the B bomb site, which is now being taken. M4 and UMP picked up. 3 versus 3 situation. And there's a grenade to deploy as well for Immortals. So now things are going to get weird for FakeOut Nation. They're all coming in from the CT side. felps trying to avoid getting shot. Perhaps his position is to secure the vents later on. There's a crossfire coming in. Are FakeOut Nation prepared to retake this? They've got a few flashbangs. And here they go. Double peek coming in. Very nice stuff. boltz is going to take CJB down. And it's Holt alone. And he's not going to do it. boltz survives.
That is a big problem. Oh my god, boltz is 73.50 at the start of this round. And he barely has to buy anything. That's incredible. FakeOut Nation, the opportunity is slipping through their fingers as they lose to that save round.
P250 round.
They didn't even need the.
They had no grenades.
They didn't need Kevlar. They didn't need grenades. Just like 3 P250s and they're Gucci. So here we go. We got Immortals back in again on to the default. 2 players harassing into the B storage, trying to create some ground.
Quick, not quick enough.
Frags.
Could do that all day.
Do what?
Quick was not quick enough.
Oh right.
He got tagged, tries to get away, but he got followed up. He got finished off. Act 2. Ooh, CJB. Very nice. But is this going to be enough? Is this an opening they needed? I mean, this is a force buy from FakeOut Nation. So, well, it seems to be. CJB is contributing yet more, somehow getting over to that position.
He was really far ahead of his teammates there, interestingly. Well, looks like slowly but surely members of FakeOut Nation will be eliminated one by one.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Holt, man, where's the D's at? He got a 3-man in a round like this against SK.
Trying to figure out what the purpose of that smoke was, because he clearly threw it past the opening. Maybe he was trying to obscure the vision from checkers towards the headshot position so he could move towards the site or something. But whatever it was he was trying to do, it didn't work out. And Quick somehow has 4,400, the rest 2k. So perhaps he can drop a pistol, maybe he can just save it to drop somebody in AWP later on. He will buy himself for 5.7 and another pistol or 2 will come out. But we'll see what FakeOut Nation can do. This is not going to be a good round for them. 4 people over towards the A site. And again, they've got this strat where they just start charging towards the squeaky door. 3 players make it through. Henny will hear them. He can close the door behind them. And then what? Interestingly, Immortals have left the bomb. They've abandoned the bomb outside B. It seems that they are in bloodthirsty mode. Indeed, they are. And that will be 3 frags almost in unison. And a very fast round indeed. FakeOut Nation back on the buy. And yes, Quick can afford an AWP.
Their thirst must be sated. I don't think they've had enough just yet. We got all the AKs in the world here for Immortals. It'll be fun to see a fast strat this round. It's going to be difficult for Quick to get onto the shots that he needs. Where is he playing right now? Quick is playing. Well, he's dead.
Man, he was so. He was really late to that position.
Yeah.
If you don't have a forward spawn from CT spawn, you can't just dive into that position. You have to concede it that you don't have the spawn to play, to make that play, and you have to go passive. You don't have a choice, really.
You have to watch some Fox demos.
Because that's super risky. The bomb is on the wrong side of the mid door and it gets taken down. That's a nice answer back, actually, from FakeOut Nation. A very nice answer back. That's a difficult spot now for Immortals.
Yeah, zews is going for it. He's got the smoke. He's got it away. That bomb will make its way back towards the A side of the map, which has now been cleaned by his fellow teammates. Oh, just a scanning! And I will pop you and then you. Well, that'll be that then. I mean, we've got Holt and CJB. They do have some good equipment here, but I mean, this is a very impossible ask unless they're able to get a fast frag. Because sure, there is a kit on CJB, but unless you get that fast frag, there's just too much delay work that Immortals can actually do to prevent you from being able to get the time to go for the defuse here. And this fast frags will not be the case. In fact, quite the opposite. CJB now defending this AWP, this precious AWP. Worth its weight in gold right now for FakeOut Nation. Wonder how much North weighs. How much do you think it weighs, James?
I have no idea. Oh, the splinters, the splinters. No, not even 5 pairs of underwear are going to save you from those splinters, man. 15 to 15. I like that, for FakeOut Nation's sake, I like that they're playing 4 maps against purely Brazilian teams, because attention to detail and discipline are, I would say, higher from the teams we see coming in from Brazil than the average North American team, which means that FakeOut Nation are likely to get punished more for mistakes and just be up against more organized teams, which means that they can glean more information and learn more from playing these teams.
Yeah, a really, really important point if you're trying to get good at anything is having the structure for fundamentals and not being conditioned by teams and players, but by conditioning yourself to how the best way is to play the game. And this is, I think, by and large, the difference we have seen, I think, from the Brazilian teams and the kind of the default North American teams, is that the North American teams are much more mechanical, have a great mechanical and individual skill, but the problem is that they play too much the team and the player and not enough the game, and that's where they get the leaks.
Right then, a dominating map from Immortals, but again, it's another lesson to learn for the FakeOut Nation guys, and again, these will be rich demos for them to pour over, but not much to discuss, Dan, anything?
No, it's time to move on to Cobble, but first, we will take a quick break.